And it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Turning on the Jets. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas. And that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is this tempo, trying to wear you out. And they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Handoff from the gun. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running line.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay another year.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
North Carolina, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for room. It's Gauze. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach being called.
And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. After the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lopez to pass. Got a man. It's Shep. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep...
Going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got it behind the line. It's Pullet. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just keeps swinging it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The option look. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. Get it out on the screen. Showing off the arms. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Lopez wants to fire. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional.
It's a seam wide open.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the
touchdown, UNC! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Finds a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job.
Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know when their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lopez wants to fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Shipp. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shot.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a crease, it's Green. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from...
Touchdown, North Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez to pass. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Clemson. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, and that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He was looking from... running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gives it on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Grab near the marker. It's Hood. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.